way just to die?
Hello guys, welcome back to another build video here today, and today we are coming at you with a new Rafa build, and today we are doing a movement speed Rafa build. The movement speed is absolutely insane, and you get a lot of damage out of the build. So I hope you guys enjoy this build that today we're about to go over it. We're gonna start with the skill tree. Alright, so we're gonna start with the skills. So this one we're only using to get down the tree mostly. I really wouldn't use it if we didn't have to get down here. I was trying to avoid using blue tree this time around. I used blue tree in my last Rafa build, and so I wanted to actually do something a little bit different. So I know we probably could have used blue tree and probably gotten even more damage, but it does good enough where we can get platinum on blue on UVH6. So, anyways, we did 5 points in handshake deal, which gives us gun damage, and the other skill doesn't matter, which is melee damage. And then we put points into expedite, which gives us 25% movement speed, which is an overdrive skill, which gives us 25% more movement speed while overdrive is active. And then we're using hard shell. Whenever Rafa shield breaks, he gains a portion of shield capacity back over shield. The skill cannot be used again until Rafa's next active activates his action skill. I couldn't get that out there, guys. In which gives you 50% of overshield of maximum shield capacity. And then we're using Alpargus. Rafa gains increased splash damage and splash damage critical hit chance. So with this, you get a 45% increased splash damage, and then on top of that, you also get a 10% critical hit chance with splash damage, which is pretty nice. And then we threw 4 points into here to get more action skill duration, because I wanted my action skill to last a bit longer on this build. So I figured we throw the 4 points in here. I did have I did have them here in overdrive, but it still works really well even without those. So then here we're using Setter, which gives us 25% extra gun damage. And then we're using Deft Hands, which gives us 20% fire rate. We're using Shield Barriers, which gives us Overcharge skill, which gives us more shield recharge rate and less shield recharge delay. And then we put 2 points in here to restore action skill duration. And then we put 5 points in here to get an extra splash damage. And then we put no points in here. I included the class mod do all the work here. So then the class mod did all this. So we get 30% movement speed from this, 2.5 health generation per second. And then while overdrive is not active, Rafa takes increased damage and action skill cooldown rate. And then Tamario, we put 5 points in here, which gives you guns damage 5% per second, 10 max, 10 per stacks, -% gun handling. And then we're gonna go over the gear now. So for the gear, we are using for firmware wise, we are using 3 high calibers. Uh, projectile speed helps out. Extra gun damage is really good. and the bullets pierce enemies is really nice because then when we are shooting the crystals when we're fighting the boss, it'll pierce the enemies. I mean, it'll pierce the crystals. So like even when you're using the dark beast, it's really helpful. And then we're using two an airstrike for more splash damage. And then for rev kit, we're using triple bypass. And then I would recommend getting one with action skill cooldown rate on it. So it gives you you get your action skill back even faster. And then we're using a crit knife for extra damage. You don't really need it, but you can use it. Then we're using the reckless overdriver, which puts 5 points in double my cry, 20% movement speed. If you want more movement speed, you can get one of these with double movement speed, but I haven't seen one with the exact points in it. And then Rafa deals increased ordnance damage and gun damage the faster he moves, while overdrive is active. This bonus is doubled. So like the faster you move, the faster you run around and shoot when you shoot the boss and stimulus sticky, the faster you run around with the stickies are blowing, the more damage you're gonna do. And then we're using the super soldier and we're using a triple vagabond, which gives us a 35% extra movement speed. And then for the enhancement, we are using the leaper. So our guns can ricochet with Jacob license parts. Also really helps out with the crystals. And then it has SMG fire rate, gun splash damage, and SMG splash damage, which this really helps out with the crystals because we're using the dark piece on the raid boss. So this is really good. And it also boosts the bod splash damage. And then for specializations, we are using the best defense, which gives us extra damage dealt when our shields are full. We're using bullet train because now the Vault Hunter can now hip fire while sprinting and gain gun damage the faster they move. And we're using riddle this, which gives you 1% gun damage per stack of the 50% stacks. And then we're using now caffeine, which gives you action skill cooldown rate reduction when you're using a rev kit. So we use a rev kit. We get almost all our actions go back. And boom, our actions go back. And then you can, you know. Just blow them up. See, the longer your actions go last, the more sticky you're gonna stick. This is why I wanted an action skill rotation because I feel like that'd be really useful. I need to put my neutral. Oh.
I'm gonna swindle your bar so hard.
We died. That's alright though. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I will see you guys in the next build video. And hope you guys have a good rest of your night or evening. Peace.